So, joke's on you, we're talking about healthy drinks. Why? Because I've been on a little bit of a health kick recently. Now, I don't really want to go into too much detail about my personal life, but for your understanding, I have lost over 50 pounds and have kept it off for over 6 years. Well, this past year, I had to get surgery due to underlying health issues. So, needless to say, I want to take back my life and, most importantly, control over my health. In my eating habits, I tend to go by what I call the 430 rule. I eat 4 meals a day with 30 grams of protein. In total, I eat about 120 grams of protein a day, which surprisingly is a lot easier than you would think. Now, I do have to say that I am just some random individual trying to figure out what's best for me, myself, and I. Now, with that out of the way, let me tell you about licorice spiced tea. Ooh, honey, it is so good! On a normal weekly basis, I try to have it 2 times a week, at least if I'm good. Now, with licorice spiced tea, it is recommended not to drink if you are pregnant due to blood pressure, hormones, which can affect the developing fetus. No baby for me. So the reason behind this is the licorice spiced tea. So the reason behind this is that the licorice spiced tea enhances our stress. I was surprised when I was researching this because I feel more calm and at ease, balanced, if you will. So the fun science behind it is that we have an enzyme called 11B-HSD2. So this enzyme's job is to inactivate our stress hormone, so to stop cortisol. Well, licorice root blocks the enzyme, so more lingers or sticks around in our body, making our body think that we are more stressed than we actually are. Now, the reason why I primarily drink licorice spice is that it helps with indigestion due to the licorice root. This supports the stomach lining and reduces irritation, which helps our immunity support the body to fight off minor infections. Now, yes, I do, funnily enough, feel calm after drinking licorice spiced tea, but it's more of a sensory thing than anything. It's warm, sweet, smooth, and there's no and. There was only 3 things. It's warm, sweet, and smooth, like a blanket. And seeing how it helps with digestion and making you more alert in the process due to the cortisol, you're more receptive to the calming effects. Kind of like, again, when you grab a blanket, which calms you down. Oh, I haven't even told you about the best part. It's naturally sweet, no sugar, which is one of the other primary reasons why I drink it. After a simple sip, a pop of sweetness just comes rushing in. So usually after dinner, when that 9 o'clock craving hits, I just make the licorice spiced tea. It makes me feel a little guilt-free. Remember, it's just a craving stemming from boredom that you have reinforced with a sweet treat. You're not hungry, just looking for something to do. At least that tends to work for me 9 out of 10 times. Again, I eat 30 grams of protein and 4 meals a day. I'm very well taken care of. Now, if you are starting to count calories, there tends to be a saying of be careful not to drink your calories. Well, I don't really like that saying too well, so I'm going to flip it on its head. Start drinking your nutrients. If I don't feel like eating, then so be it. I'll just drink it. So I tend to drink pineapple juice, cranberry juice, along with what I call my green tea. And yes, I do drink coffee, but I tend to like lemonade in the summer. However, coffee isn't as good as most people would think, especially on a daily basis. It's a drug that you're addicted to. I'll go on a rant on that another day. But for now, let's talk about pineapple juice. Funnily enough, I am one of the few people that pineapple juice tends to help when it comes to stomach pain. Now, pineapple has an enzyme called bromelain. Hopefully I said that right. I don't know. This enzyme tends to help break down proteins. Seeing how I live by the 430 rule, I tend to eat a lot of protein, and pineapple tends to help with that bloating and heaviness after eating, supporting my digestion. Who would have known? Wow! I know why? I sound so sarcastic. I'm not. I'm sorry. Where was I on the script? Now, for most people, you do need to be aware. Pineapple juice is naturally acidic, which can irritate your stomach lining. Ah! It was me, myself, and I. I apologize for I. Cannot blame me for not understanding myself. Anyways. Fuck. I'm so lost on the script. Now, I do have to say, for most people, you do need to be aware. Pineapple is naturally acidic, which can irritate your stomach lining, causing acidic reflux and or heartburn. Combined with the high natural sugars, can worsen blood pressure or even give you diarrhea in some people. So please be careful. This is just what works for me, myself, and I. So please listen to your body because nobody knows it better than you. So I tend to have pineapple juice after a heavy meal, and I always dilute it with a 50-50 split of water and juice. I will always recommend doing this. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's talk about the health benefits, such as supporting your heart health. And how does it do this, you may ask, is by helping with blood flow. Now, pineapple also has magnesium, which plays a key role in bone strength. And that's not all, folks. We also have a natural enzyme called bromelain. Now, with this enzyme, it also does help with covering after exercises. But if that's not your cup of tea, no worries. Let's talk about skin and eye health. I feel like I'm like in those commercials where they're selling you like a new prescription and they're like reading off all the like negative side effects. Here I am telling you about pineapple and all the benefits. Plot twist, boys. And now, if that's not all, folks, guess what? Pineapple also has antibiotics that helps protect your cells, aka clear skin and better vision. So a little more explanation. Vitamin C is what our body uses to make collagen. Collagen helps heal acne marks and any cuts in general, alongside reducing the appearance of fine lines, keeping our skin firm and smooth. So no aging for me. Now, when it comes to eye health, I'm a little more intrigued. So before I go on a side quest about eye health, thanks to vitamin C found in pineapple juice, it protects our eyes from damage like bad lighting and the sun, and lowers the risk of cataracts, cloudiness of the eyelids, and just helps with our eye tissues health in general. All thanks to antibiotics fighting off the damage by protecting our eye cells from oxidative stress. Or you can just eat the pineapple fruit as a whole, which could be more beneficial seeing how it has fiber, which slows down the sugar digestion. Now, I just have trouble eating in general, so remembering to add to my diet helps. For example, you get your favorite cup, put in some ice, open up some pineapple juice, pour it in there, and then get some strawberries, cut them up, put it in the little mixture, I guess, and then have like a strawberry cut and put that on the cup. I don't know if I'm illustrating that correctly. Definitely not in the drawing. That's cranberry juice. Now, of course, just like with everything in moderation. It's not going to cure your acne overnight or give you better vision. Remember, pineapple has a lot of natural sugars and is naturally acidic, so you can easily overdo it. Pineapple juice is just another part of a overall healthy diet. Now for my side quest. But the eyes in which we see, the health in which we need. So I have bad eyesight, needing to pay every month to be able to see. So learning on what I can do to improve or better my vision can only be beneficial. So something that I'm going to start implementing into my life is what's known as the 20-20-20 rule. So every 20 minutes, look at something that's 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. Pretty simple. This helps with dry eyes, eye strain, and headaches due to our eyes focusing on an object that is too close for way too long.